this time. For the love of Jesus. No, I don't want to edit this. She said. Racing car. Brum, brum. That's not just there we go. Boom. I think we should be ready. Just immediately tried to start. I just coughed. It's not the C word. Hello everyone, and yeah, welcome back to China once again. I was going to say the lovely China, but this track is not what I would call lovely, and that's a spin from Tonios in the Renault. But yeah, what I was trying to say is hello everyone, and welcome back to the Freshman League. Sorry we started a little bit late. We had a few lobby problems. GSY Bates, hello. Yeah, we had a few lobby problems, unfortunately, so that's why we started quite a bit later than we should have. But don't worry, don't fear. Don't worry, don't fear. We are here, rhyming. But unfortunately, I was supposed to be joined by Mr. Evan Dalton, but unfortunately, he's not here. He's left me. I have been left. Yes, everyone. Hello. Welcome everyone into the chat. Hello. EY, Yop06, Kashtangle, Bates, Gavra, Zexify, Baggy Maze, Geek Fusion, Baggio, Geek Fusion. Hello everyone. Welcome. 16 viewers in. Everybody hopping into the stream. Good evening all and welcome to the Freshman League here. But yeah, unfortunately, Mr. Evan Dalton isn't joining me tonight. As he is in a little bit of a tangle at the moment, let's just say. Obviously, I won't reveal too much, as you know, that's his life. Sorry, bear with me. My audio is just god awful. It's just very loud. But you could join Sexify. You could indeed join if you want to. I mean, it's up to you. I don't mind going alone though. I've gone alone many times before. Hello, Absolute 11. Welcome. But yeah, it's great to be back in China. I like watching the races in China. Don't like driving them though. But yeah, this track I'll be doing some practice on it. Not much of a fan, is it? Yes, Dan, I know. Gav, I don't know. Gav, I don't know if you can change that, mate. But every time we start the stream, it doesn't have that game category on, and I don't know why, and it's really frustrating me now, because every time someone tells me to put it on. Yeah, sorry about that, I'm just riding on board with Kebab here, but let's have a look in the lobby at the moment. Brucey on a 133.4 in the Alfa Romeo. Unique J out at the moment in the McLaren. His teammate Kebab Barrages up in second place at the moment. Currently only 800ths behind Mr. RCA, who actually won last week's race. Then it was actually Tonios. Actually, I'm going to run through a few things, actually. So, I believe Ellison is fortunately can't race anymore. He just says he hasn't got too much time to practice. Just cannot be racing. So, fair enough from him. We're missing 2 people today. But you might notice that there's one other person who isn't here now. If you just bear with me 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm just... Yes, so... unfortunately, I have to say that the reason why Ian Famella is not here today is because he unfortunately, from last race, picked up an LLP5, which means that, yes, he unfortunately picked up a race ban from his antics last week. So, as I said... We're going to be a lot stricter on the drivers this season. We're not taking nothing now. So, are these slower than the multiplayer cars? I believe they're supposed to be the same speed. Or possibly slightly a bit faster? I'm not sure. I'm really actually not sure. Possibly, I think it... I can't tell, but Kebab has actually just gone 4... Didn't even realise, but he's gone like 4 attempts quicker than RC8. Who at the moment is currently on an outlap, so I have to see what he's able to do. I don't think they are faster. They shouldn't be. All the car performances should be on equal. Let me see if I can find you, Sexfi. If PlayStation will go a bit quicker. Sexfi, the lobby should be on friends only. Just see if you're able to. Because I believe you are appearing online. Sorry, everyone. Gavra isn't in the lobby. You can't invite you. I need to invite you. That's fine. The lobby should be open, mate. You should be able to join. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's I, innit? I'm just an idiot. I. Sorry, everyone. You're currently busy looking at a blue screen right now. It's not looking great on the stream at the moment. Everyone, just blame Exexify. If you want to blame anyone, blame him. He's the reason why this is happening. So if everyone in the chat just shove the blame on him that you currently can't see any racing. It's all his fault. No, I'm joking. It's all right. We can get there once this loads. God, PlayStation is so slow recently, isn't it? Is anyone else finding PlayStation really, really slow recently? Like honestly, since that update where they changed it so PS5 players could play with PS4 players, it was really, really slow. There we are. It's X5. Got you. Right, I should be in the commentators chat, X5, so you can join. Anyway, back to the action. So Phantom Raspberries has gone a 10th behind Mr. Kebab Barrages there with a 130.5. Deadly Jason, 131.8 there. As we look to Combat as well, he's down in 13th. He's currently on a lap. Getting a little bit of slipstream now for the Mercedes. And we've got a racing point off in the middle sector. And that is Dazza off in the gravel there. Very easy to lose the car through that section. A lot of high-speed corners. Yeah. But I can't remember how to say that. Yes, sir. Unfortunately, that's interesting. Sebastian Vettel moved there from Gregster. I don't know why Alex Gunnermack was running so slowly into the pit lane. But, unfortunately, Infamela picking up a race ban. So that's not great. But, as I said, we ain't taking nothing from any of the drivers this season. Promoting some nice, clean racing. And I believe I'm joined now by Mr. XX5. Mr. XX5, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello, everyone. I have commentated in the weekend league race in the past, but I'm excited to commentate here. Just I saw that Tigers alongside, which was supposed to commentate today, wasn't able, so I joined quickly. And as you can see, a bit intense on the start on the qualifying session, as Kebarigas is fastest.
Kebab Barrages is how I would say that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Kebab Barrages. But yeah, then carry on. Go ahead.
Phantom Raspberries is about a 10th behind, so a bit close there. But then it's like about a 3/10 gap from Phantom to RC8, and then Gregster 048 is about 5/10. So bit of 5/10, 6/10. Especially from the 3rd to 4th and going more, but all these drivers look pretty close on the leaderboard, especially for the top 10.
Definitely, it's going to be a close one here in China. Another track that I particularly enjoy driving around, as I've said, but yeah, definitely can be an exciting one for the racing. That's just right. I was riding aboard a little bit there with Phantom Raspberries. This Kebab Barrages, I believe, well, according to the mid-sector split, he's 4/10 up through turn 1 and 2, but I don't know how correct that actually is. Let's have a look here as he comes down to the first sector. You know, he's 100th down, so pretty close to his time there at the moment. So let's see what the McLaren driver can do as go towards the back of the grid. The other McLaren, Unique J, not far behind him. It's actually 2/10 up on his time, so that would move him quite far up the grid. With the other McLaren driver, Bruzy here. Unfortunately, Hampton not being able to join him today in the Alfa Romeo. So those two. Yeah, Bruzy doing well, and someone lost it, have they?
No, Kebab Riggers really lost the rear, I think, in going into the hard braking zone, going into sector 3.
I think he invalidated. Yeah, I think he's invalidated.
So he has to go for another one. But it's really hard for this because the tyre wear is so bad in this track. As I've said, it's just very bad. Like in the last night at the Academy League, where I was in the Twitch chat just saying that this track is really difficult for tyre wear. You've got to play it really carefully.
I believe this track is one of the most one of the most tyre wear sort of heavy tracks on not even just on my calendar, just in general. I believe it is probably the heaviest of tyre wear around this track, which is why usually it is a medium to hard, but a lot of these drivers going for these soft tyres in quali, which is interesting. A couple of people opting to qualify on the mediums, which is definitely a sensible call. If you start outside the top 10, definitely the hards are the way to go. As RCA in the chat, welcome. As RCA is currently actually driving at the moment. He's coming through the first few sectors. As Phantom Razgriz, his teammate, coming around the final few corners. He might be able to improve here. Take the pole position off of Kebab. Let's have a look. Is he invalidated? Yeah, invalidated on that final corner. It's an easy one to invalidate on. That final corner. Tonios has actually picked up wing damage here. And what I was going to say is that Tonios actually got his 5-second time penalty removed from last race, which he actually got under the safety car. So actually, him and Gregster actually finished second and third out in Bahrain. So the Renault drivers be looking for a good result again, but unfortunately they have the two very quick Ferraris in front of him. Phantom obviously had that spin as he was actually at one point leading the race, and Phantom actually once again having invalidating his lap. There's another racing point off. Is that Dazzler again? I think
he's retired probably.
Yeah, no, I think he retired in the middle of Sector 2. I think he span off and retired the car. But as we look to the final stages of here, Kebab Barges has retired. He cannot improve on his 130.4. Is anyone else able to improve on it? RCA improves by a tenth and a half, but only good enough for third place at the moment.
Was a bit wide there after going to the 1 kilometre straight, but I
believe he's invalidated.
Yes, he's on now an in lap because he's 1.4 seconds behind his first sector. But I saw he was 2/10 up on his time, so Phantom Razgriz might be looking really fast. He could have got that pole position, but he invalidated on the final corner. But he really did good on the final sector and the middle sector. So I think Phantom is going to be a very big challenge.
It could be. Let's see what Phantom's able to do. Obviously, he took the fight to RCA last time out. There was that racing point possibly had damage. Let's see what Deadly Jason could do as he comes to the line. Goes 5th place for the Haas driver. It's a very good time from him. What can Greg's to do? He's 2 tenths up on his time. He might be able to move his way up. Oh, only a 10th improved, but stays in 4th place for the Renault driver. There's only one driver out left on track, and that is Bruzy, but he has invalidated. So that is going to be the final part there for quali, and it is going to be Kebab Barrages on pole for this one. And let's see what he is able to do.
I'm seeing that RCA is actually on a time lapse, but he's really low on the ERS. He's about 10%. So as I go to the final corner, he's trying not to invalidate there. He crosses the line, let's see, and he doesn't improve. Oh, he actually does on his final sector, but that's the end of qualifying. Now we're going to head into the race, where it's going to be pretty intense, maybe.
Yeah, it's going to get very exciting in the race. See what these freshman drivers are able to do. As here is the final grid. So it's Kebab on pole, Phantom second, RCA third, Gregster in fourth, Deadly Jason in fifth, Unique J sixth, Tonio seventh, Tunturian eighth, Combat Knife, Alex Gunamac in 10th, Sabo in 11th, Bruzy in 12th, EYO 6th and 13th, Dazza 14th, Robert Codfather in 15th, Triple O will take the back of the pack. He qualified on the medium tyres in 16th place. Remember, anyone outside of the top 10 will get free choice of tyres. So keep an eye on the likes of Sabo the Mist, who had a very, very good race last time out. Finished, I believe, in about 6th place after he started outside the top 10. Keep an eye on Bruzy as well. He might be able to find his way back into some good point positions as well, as those guys will have free choice of tyre. Someone's saying there was rain in the race. Now, if that is correct, this could be one hell of a race we have on our hands here. Is it going to be rain in the race? Geek Fusion saying even a medium to hard is marginal on the tyres. Yes, it is. I believe this track, has the most tyre wear out of any of the tracks. I believe, was on this game anyway. This track is for some reason just brutal on the tyres. I don't know why. Absolute 11 saying they already know that the safety car will come quite early. No, Absolute 11, have faith, don't worry. I know these freshman drivers, they want to change and they want to show people that they can have some clean races. So watch this space. Let's see if they're able to do it. I'm sure they are able to. I'm definitely sure. But 15 seconds to go, and it is looking very overcast in Sexify. Could there be rain or not? Predictions now. Make them.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be rain. Obviously, at the end of the race, there's going to be pitting for the tyres, which is going to be pretty difficult, especially rain on this race is very, very hard. But now,
apparently, according to someone in the chat, apparently the rain is coming at the end of the race, and it is looking very overcast. We could have some rain in this one, Exexify. Let's see what's going to happen as Kebab Barrages is going to lead everyone away. Everyone's starting. Is everyone going to start on the softs? No. The guys outside of the top 10, there's only one person outside the top 10 starting on the soft tires. Everyone else in the top 10 obviously on the softs, and then we have three medium runners and two hard runners. The guys on the hard, Saba the Mystic could have gone for a great strategy here, as maybe the hards to inters. Obviously, it just depends on when that rain comes. The hard to medium definitely on this track, as well as last week's track in Bahrain, was 100% the preferred strategy. We saw Bezer in the Super League come from outside of the points to finish up in about 4th place on the hard to medium strategy. So he is the hard to medium strategy, definitely a one to watch, as Sabo in a very good position there in the AlphaTauri. But everyone inside the top 10 starting on the soft tyres, and let's see what's going to happen in this, what could be a bit of a rainy race towards the end.
So I'm looking a bit, but I see some really bright going into the 1 kilometer straight. I see a bit of brightness, so maybe there's a good chance of rain at the end of the race, because as Tiger Sellers start the race at turn 1, it was very, very overcast. So now everyone's going to try and get temperature in those tyres and try to warm up from the race. But let's see how this race will open up. 28 laps. So that's going to be loads of laps and loads of action going to happen here, Tiger. Hopefully we'll get an action-packed race here in the Chinese Grand Prix.
Yeah, lots of overtakes. There was quite a few overtakes yesterday in the Academy League. Obviously, this race is going to be longer, so the strategies will open it up to be quite a good race. And let's see what we're going to be able to do here. So everyone's going to pull up to the line, and we're going to get ready to go on probably what will be, the lights will not go out when everyone is ready, as it always never does in these races. But let's watch everyone pull up as they line up on the grid now for China here, as let's see what's going to happen into turns 1, 2 and 3. Always a very hectic one on lap 1. Let's have a look here. It's gone very, very overcast as the clouds just covered the sun there, as everybody getting ready to go now as the engines are revving up. And it is going to be now. It is lights out and away we go. And Kebab Barrages off to a decent start, but it's not a good enough start because Phantom, what a start from him there. As Kebab's going to go wheel to wheel already. Oh, this huge cut there. We've got 2 spinners already. Gregster and RC8. Gregster and RC8, just huge collision into turn 1 already between Gregster and RC8. And I really don't know what could have happened there. I think they just both came together. Not much either driver could do, but already pushed to the back of the back. No, I don't think it was. It Tonios as well? I believe it was Tonios, Gregster, and also RCH. So the 2 Renaults off to a bad start already here. But Gregster trying to fight his way through the pack here. He has got wing damage, so he's going to have to try and fight his way through. Has RC8 got any wing damage? Let's have a look. Let's ride on board with him. No wing damage to RC8, just a spin. No wing damage to Tonios. I believe it's Gregster who came off the worst there with the wing damage, and Gregster's got to be careful here, as already into turn 1 we've had a collision.
Yeah, so I see Gregster. Oh my days, he's got a lot of front wing damage on the left side. So I saw that Gregster really.
Oh, has he got a spinner? Spinner Bruzy.
In sector 3.
And it boat and Bruzy not getting off to a good start there. It's a little bit of a spin. Will anybody try it now? Down into the hairpin here. Such a long back straight. 1 kilometer long this straight. One of the longest straights in F1. It's combat now to the inside of Tunchuri. Will he look for the move? Dazza going to go down the inside of Gregster. Gregster has his wing damage. So Gregster, I can imagine, is going to come in this lap. Tonio's getting past Robert Codfather up into 13th position. Will Gregster come in the pits? And he does come in this lap. As, Gregster into the pits. Probably for the medium compound of tyres. Alex Gunnermack trying to go round the outside here on Unique J as he's going to look for the move, but just couldn't get it done there. As Alex Gunnermack getting a little bit squirmy on the rear there. It is definitely a very low low traction zone. There's Alex Gunnermack. Oh, he's just broken a bit too late, and he's hit the back of Unique J. Just a bit too late on the brakes there from Alex Gunnermack, and he's collided into the back of Unique J. And Unique J's managed to join the track safely, as there's a bit of a collision there from Tonios.
He's got some frequent damage. There's a collision further up to sector 2, but I saw that Alex Gunnermack has got a lot of front wing damage, sorry. But it's been a kind of a collision there. I didn't see what's going on, but Phantom very dominant off the start. What a great start from him.
Oh, here goes EY down the inside of Alex Gunnermack. Alex Gunnermack with the wing damage. Here comes Dazza around the outside of both of them. As here comes RC8 now, looking for a move around the outside of the McLaren. Unique J has wing damage after he had that collision with Tonios. The collision with Alex Gunnermack. Braking too late there, and his teammate Triple O has gone past him, but already Phantom after a 1.4 second lead as Tunchuri and Sabo the Mister having a little bit of a battle here towards the back. It's Bruzy on the inside of Unique J. Unique J has that wing damage and is struggling a little bit there. There's a few people into the pits. It's Alex Gunnermack and Tonios coming into the pits. I believe it's Unique J. I think he's just spun as he's coming to the...
He spun it. Yeah, he's got some front wing damage. Ooh. Yeah, he's got loads of oversteer on the back, so pretty hideous there. But as you see, Kebab is actually gaining on Phantom, but he's got a 3-second time penalty for the multiple warnings, which actually may be a big impact. But Deadly Jason's just 3 seconds behind. Combat is sit comfortably with Tunturi Piranha. Please say if I pronounced that wrong.
That was about right, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
That was about right.
RCA, he's actually done a nice comeback. From start third on the grid, he's actually went from last, but now he's actually recovered a little bit, and now he's going to try and fight back.
I told you to... Didn't I say keep an eye on Sabo the Mister? Look where he is at the moment, X5. He's up into 6th place on those hard tyres. I said keep an eye on this man. Could be on for some really, really good points today in the AlphaTauri, but there's a few people now having to try and work their way back up through the grid as RCA...
Sabo, he's coming,
trying to make his way up.
He's going to try and go down the inside with DRS wide open. He gets past so comfortably. He's got loads of ERS.
It's late break, and yeah, Dazza looked for the cutback. He went to go dive it down the outside of Tunchuri, but the two racing points having a little bit of a battle here as here comes Combat. Yeah,
Jason, he's gonna go for DRS. They both, I think, a bit wide, but then Daily Jason gave him some space, and Daily Jason's still looking for it. He's looking for and he hit him on the rear.
Went into the back of him there as. Deadly Jason almost going into the back of Combat as Kebab Barrages now trying to see if he can stick with Phantom as these two sort of pulling away at the moment from the rest of the guys who've just been involved in so many battles at the moment. As keep an eye on RCA, he's going to be trying to work his way back through the pack. Last week's race winner got in a little bit of a tangle at the start with Gregster. And has found himself quite far down the pack now as he's trying to work his way back up. Luckily, he picked up no damage from that. So it'll be something good for him in terms of that anyway, that he didn't pick up any damage from it. But he's in a little bit of a pack at the moment between Triple O, EY, and Triple O and EY just in front of him. And Dazza closely up behind his teammate Tunchuri. Deadly Jason getting a little bit her on Combat, and this long straight provides us some very, very good overtaking Fortunately,
Not
though,
gonna be
Deadly
close
Jason
enough.
has Deadly Jason's wasted all of his overtakes, X-Factor, so he's definitely not going to be looking for a move. But here comes Triple O, looking for a move on EY. The Williams going to go slightly defensive, but in the end has to give up the position. As here goes Triple O now. It's going to nice and easily get the move done as
It
he
goes
runs a
wide.
little bit wide. He didn't need to go so narrow. He'd already passed EY there. As a couple of people coming in early from the pits. All the guys on the soft tyres coming in early as... these guys are going to go 3 wide here. RCA trying to find a way through, and it's EY and Triple O going wheel to wheel. It's EY possibly going to look to the outside here of Sabo. And he's going to try and look for the move. Now RCA going to try and go round the outside of Sabo as well. Now down the inside, and what a move this will be from RCA. And yeah, brilliant move there from RCA. Up into his 6th position now he goes. And can he get past EY now, who is on the hard tyres? As he looked for the move there, EY opened up the space and has left the door open a little bit here. As RCA ain't just going to be able to fly his way past EY up into 5th position he goes.
Yeah, so now EY's just behind RCA, so his tyre's going to start falling off as EY has those hard tyres, which really are good for the start. He goes a bit wide. RCA is actually struggling. He's gonna probably go down the inside. No, he thought about it, but now he's just behind him. So we're gonna have a look at this spill battle. Now, EY has got to have a really good exit, as he does get a decent exit, but he has 44% his ERS. He's gonna drain it, and he's gonna try and get past, but he's about 7 tenths. As Triple O is actually behind as well.
I think some people are trying possibly a softer hard and hoping that the rain will fall at the end of the race. It doesn't look like it's going to rain now, as it's actually quite sunny, but maybe some people hoping that it's going to rain at the end of the race. Kebab Barrages has gone on to the set of hards. He was leading this race at one point. Phantom staying out, interestingly. That's going to lose him a lot of time. But RCA into the pits, as you said, he was struggling on those soft tyres. Combat into the pits as well. He's come off of those soft tyres. RCA onto the set of hard, so maybe he's hoping for some rain at the end of the race. Possibly a softer hard. And if the rain comes, we can go to a set of intermediates. But if anyone is able in the chat to possibly give us a weather report of when this rain would come, or whenever, just let us know. As RC ain't going to come out in an interesting position. He's going to come out just behind Gregster. Gregster on fully upload hards, and these are the two that actually collided in the opening laps. As, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a battle on our hands there, and that is one of the closest battles we've got on track at the moment, actually. Because everyone else quite spaced out on slightly different strategies. Everyone just sort of finished coming into the pits, and yeah, a bit of a hectic start there, Sexify.
Yes, it has been quite hectic, but now RCA is going to try and look for the move. He's got those fresh hards, and Greg Starr has had his hards on since lap 3, so he's going to be really struggling towards the end of the race. But as Tiger said, if there's no rain at the end, they're going to have to maybe stop again and go for the soft. So he could go soft, hard, soft, but that would be pretty bad. But like now, as you see now, Phantom has pulled into the pits, as it's now lap 7 of this race. And now as I'm looking, Phantom. RC is really close now. He's got loads of ERS. He's going to deplete those at ERS. He's got DRS wide open. He's going to, as Gregster actually doesn't go really defensive, as he lets him pass, and now RCA has got the corner into turn 14. As Gregster had a bit of a look there, and I saw he had a bit of a look, but Sabo is leading the race. As always there, a combat and Robert Codfather is actually having a bit of a fight here, as he's actually got past the Haas driver, but now he's behind, so he's moving to 8th place. So now,
here comes Gregster. Gregster to the inside of RC8 here. Now he's going to hold it on the outside. These two had a little bit of a collision at the start of the race, but still holding it nice and cleanly here, as RC8 in the end just pulling ahead of Gregster there. Gregster was going to look for the move there, but just can't go for it into, what is that, turn 5? Yeah, turn 4, 5, 6? I don't know, one of the corners.
Yeah.
As Kebab Barrage is getting close behind Bruzy now. Bruzy on the 6-lap-old mediums, and Kebab showing some good pace today in that McLaren. See what he's able to do as he's come around the very, very difficult long right-hander here as he comes down the back straight. He's very easy to understeer wide, but also lose the rear of the car as well. It's a constant battle with the rear around that corner, even though the corner's banked to just help with the exit down the straight. It's still a difficult corner, but here goes Deadly Jason. He might be looking for a move on his teammate Robert Codfather. Robert actually going to move to the inside, going to let his teammate through, going to give him the space that he needs, and Deadly Jason going to get the move done.
Wide.
Oh yeah, he runs a little bit wide there.
Robert gets wide. Now they're going to be wheel to wheel, the teammates, as he lets him pass, as they nearly hit each other. I think they hit each other. So then
there was a near collision. Hey, look at Phantom Rasquez up front. He's on the fresh hards now as well. These guys opting for the hard tyres. Hopefully waiting for some rain towards the end of this race. And lap 8 now we're on. As Phantom getting past Triple O nice and easy there. Up into 4th position. Let's have a look at Kebab here. Is he going to look for a move on the inside of Bruzy? And he does look for the move. And indeed does get the move done. Up into 6th position he goes. And yeah, Kebab Barrages trying to find his way back into this race now. But unfortunately must have got a little bit stuck up in traffic. Because he's actually quite a bit way back now from Phantom. So yeah, unfortunate for Kebab Barrages. He seems to have dropped away a little bit, as we've got a little bit of a train for him here as RC8 and Gregster have kind of joined the back of this battle here between Deadly Jason, Robert Codfather and Tunturi, as these guys all pretty close together. RC8 and Gregster trying to fight their way back through the pack, as Deadly Jason pulling away from his teammate Robert Codfather, but Tunturi on fresher medium tyres. He could be looking for the move down this straight. Such a long straight, this one in China, 1 kilometer long. Is he going to look for the move? Is he going to look to the inside? Goes Tunturi. And
now pulls into the pits.
Tunturi going to look for the move. He's going to hold it on the inside. As look for the move and got it done. Yeah, Gavra. Not many people in the chat tonight. As would have thought there'd been a lot more people, but yeah, Dancer, as you said, came into the pits onto the medium tyres now. As EY behind Phantom.
Yeah, so as I saw now, I forgot about the McLaren car reveal, which I saw yesterday. It was really good, as Dan Ricciardo in that McLaren, and those McLarens.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but here goes Gregster on the inside of Robert Codfather, and he's just got the move done. But yeah, I think you read about the McLaren car reveal yesterday. Pretty much the same livery as it was last season, but it's still great to see an first F1 livery being released for this season. Yeah, it's been a pretty hectic race so far. Tonio's now trying to fight his way to get back into this battle here. He's got Robert Codfather up next, as he's going to look for the move on the inside of Robert. A little bit late there, as Phantom Raska is going to go to the outside of EY there. That does get the move done.
So yeah, now there's going to be loads of action now. Combat is right behind Bruzy, which is still on those mediums from lap 1, I think. So he's not going to pull into the pits. As Combat goes really wide, he's going to gain an advantage. He's got a 3-second penalty. Now he's going to be side by side, as he I think lets him past a bit, or he just got or the Red Bull car is just very fast in the straight line. But easy move there for Combat, which moves him now into 6th place. And I was going to try and chase after Cabarages, and let's see what can Combat do in the Red Bull.
Let's see what Combat's able to do, see if he can move his way back up the grid. As Gregston out behind Tunturi, he's the next person of those back runners to try and get past the people in front. So we actually have 18 laps to go now in this race.
As RC now is closing up to the very fast left-hander, to Deadly Jason. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1, so I think someone's had it off. And that's Robert Codfather, so I think he's gone a bit wide.
I think he has, yeah. I think he's had a bit of a spin, it looks like, from Robert. His rears have seem to be quite hot, as he keeps on losing the rear of the car quite a bit, as Gregston now trying to battle to get his way past Tunturi. RC8 battling to get his way past Deadly Jason. As these front runners just trying to find their way past. These are the guys who had damage at the start of the race. So the RC had the spin with Gregster. Did pick up any damage though, but he's trying to get involved as well. It goes Kebab Barrages to the inside of Triple O and does get the move done. So Kebab trying to see if he can get closer to Phantom. But unfortunately, Kebab has lost too much time under the traffic and is too far away now from Phantom Razgriz to even think of looking for a move on him. But, yeah, this has been an exciting race so far. Deadly Jason has just been overtaken by RC8 as it'll try and fight back as best he can. Gregson not being able to find his way past Tunchuri.
So as now I see that Sabo is still leading the Grand Prix after 10 laps on his hard tyres, because he started on them still, so he might be going for a very aggressive strategy, maybe hard to soft if he can manage the tyres really nicely, like Hamilton did in Portimao after 50 laps on his mediums, then goes to the hard for 20 laps, which is really good. But let's see how Sabo manages these tyres. But now he's going to try and seal that AlphaTauri to probably the podium positions. But as you see,
if Sabo, it's just saying quickly, if Sabo can hold these hards 10 laps here, right, he could be in a chance to, as he said, be on the podium. I don't know when the rain is going to come. Honestly, I'm not really doing. I'm not expected to know when the rain is going to come, but Sabo here, he could just make a one-stop work. As I said, I had to keep an eye on him because he was on those hard tyres. Could be in a good position to get himself into some really, really good points towards the end of this race. Because if the rain comes, as someone said it was going to go, if there's no rain at all, then I'm going to be disappointed. But someone in the chat said there was going to be rain, so hopefully we should have some.
Going to the wall. He just about keeps it out of the wall. As he retires, I think. Yes, he retired in the car. So he's a very wretched home race. Not home race, sorry. A race for him in China. So maybe a virtual safety car or a safety car. If that works, then it's going to work so good in Sabo, the Mister's favour.
Yeah, I don't think it will be anything. No, it isn't anything. But that, I would say that's probably better for Sabo because he's got a 12-second gap over Phantom. He wants to keep that gap. If he has any form of a safety car, I agree, RC. The sky does look too clear for rain. Someone asking who the new commentator is. This is XX5. Used to was racing on the he was commentating on the Weekend League. Yes, and he did actually race in the Weekend League as well. But Evan, who usually commentates with me, couldn't commentate today. So it's X5 has jumped in. But as I'm saying, look at Sabo. He's actually keeping that 12-second gap. If he can keep that gap, he could be on for it here. Unique J retired. I think he was just at the back of the pack. Gavra had a bit of a spin and just manually retired the car, I think. There's a bit of a battle here between Kebab. Oh, got someone off at the back. Who's that?
It's Bruzzy 07. I think he's got a spin going into
no damage.
Really invalidation area.
Yeah, no damage for him though. Oh, it's here goes Combat to the outside. I think he just went down the inside of the hairpin at the end of the long straight. Will anyone look for a move here? No, the problem is that the two Renault drivers, they both got themselves on the podium. One of the Renault drivers got themselves damaged here on lap 1. The other Renault driver, I believe, hit the back of the Mercedes and then was very angrily sideswiped into the Mercedes again on the exit of the corner, did a Sebastian Vettel. So what they've both done is they've both put themselves down in 10th, 11th place. It's not a good day for the Renault drivers at the moment, and that's a drift and a half for Grengster there. But they're just trying to find their way past Deadly Jason and Tunchuri at the moment, as these two actually might start battling themselves, to be fair. As Tunchuri's looking for the movement. No, here goes Tonios to the inside of his teammate. They have collided, him and Gregster, but Tonios fighting his way through on Gregster and indeed gets the move done. Tonios actually on slightly better tyres, even though he's on one lap less on the mediums. As here comes Kebab Barrages now to the inside of EY06 and does get the move done. And Kebab here has made a little bit of a comeback here. It's X5. He's up into third position now, but unfortunately, since he's been fighting in so much traffic, he's lost 7 seconds to Phantom. after he did qualify on pole, if you remember.
So Williams is coming
yeah.
now. I see his rear wing. And now is he going to go down the inside? No, he'll
it's
not.
the Red Bull almost of combat almost went into the back of him there.
Yeah, so Sabu actually has really good pace at the moment.
I was going to say, here comes Greg's Antonios again. These two just battling away for the final point here. You know, they really should be working together as teammates. But Triple O into the pits off of these medium tyres. Only done 12 laps on them, Triple O. And I believe he's going to be a set of hards now. Yep, so he's going to try and get to the end of the race on those. If that is, we don't have rain. But as I said, it just looks too clear to have any rain. Who was it in the chat that said we were going to have rain? Could you please clarify? Could you please just double check that we actually were going to have rain? So, Tonio's into the pits, interestingly. He's coming.
Eddie OP, I think, was the first one to say rain was going to come. Yeah, also rain in the race right at the end.
Let's see what's up to do. Oh, Kebab's retired! What else happened there? He's lost it in the middle sector. That's a full safety car.
Oh, that's going to be so important now.
How unlucky for Kebab. He was racing such a good race and he's lost it in the middle sector. An easy place to lose it, I will admit that. So you come round, I believe that's turn 6, and he's just straight into the wall over there in the gravel trap. But as he said, this is slightly good for Sabo, but also, though, it's not too great for Sabo because he had a 13.5 second gap to Phantom, which that gap now is going to be wasted, but he will indeed get a free pit stop. So it is a win-lose. So the last part of the race is supposed to be rain, but yeah, it's going to be a win-lose for Sabo. Gets a free pit stop, and is actually going to come back out in first position. There's a bit of wheel-to-wheel action. I believe that was into the pit lane. Oh, no, it was just combat. EY, Phantom coming in as well. He's onto the medium tyres. So everyone possibly coming in now for a set of the mediums. RC8 can come in as his teammates already made a stop as Deadly Jason into the pit. Tunturi into the pits. Gregster into the pits as well. Dazza will stay out on his mediums. That is expected as his mediums are only 5 lap old. Will Alice going to come? And he does. Triple O, he's going to stay out. Oh no, he doesn't. He comes in, interestingly, even though he's on fresh hard. Tonios is going to stay out because he's on fresh mediums. So Sabo the Mister, interestingly, leading this race. But he's got one very fast Phantom Razgriz behind him now on the same set of tyres.
This is going to be really interesting. Brazzy, I think he's going to drive through penalty for speeding under the safety car. But this safety car is very, very surprising, especially the two McLarens DNFing, which is really a wretched race for the McLaren team. So now we're going to see who can come out on top, because everyone's going to probably pit for fresh tyres, as Triple O is actually pitting for the softs, so he might need to pit it again. So very, very risky call, I would say, for the man in the Mercedes, or the dominant Mercedes, or the black Mercedes, whatever you can say about it. But now everyone's going to pile up, and now we're going to see a very, very hectic race, as Robert Cockfather got a 5-second penalty for crossing the pit lane exit on the white line. So that will impact him a little bit. But now, because everyone's now going to pile up under the safety car, that's really unfortunate for the man in the Haas, which is about a minute behind the entire pack, or to the leader. And now everyone's going to pile up, and let's see what's going to happen.
It's fine now. The person who said there was going to be rain has said that apparently the rain was supposed to be in the last part of this race. I would say that has to be the last 5 or so laps. If it is, the rain won't be sufficient enough for any inters. If the rain comes lap 20, we could see some intermediate stops, but it just seems too bright at the moment for there to be any form of an intermediate stop to happen. Safety car was going to be in this lap, but unfortunately we have to wait for the two guys at the back, Triple O and Robert Codfather in the Haas to join the pack here, as everyone behind the safety car.
Yeah, sorry everyone, I muted my mic because I was drinking a water bottle because I was speaking so much, but now everyone's got to keep their distance and try not to collide with each other. Because I really hate this game because like on the safety car circumstances, you can easily like the slimmest taps ever, like a little like
And you'll get a
tap.
5-second penalty.
Yeah, which is really, really bad. Which has happened in the past, couple of races here in Gavra Racing, but now everyone's gonna now pile up and try to keep the space. They're gonna recharge their ERS and their fuel, obviously, so they can get charged up and try and get ready for the race restart. But obviously, it's gonna be really interesting because the majority of the guys are on the medium tires as combat. I think is a bit bold it because he's on the hard tires. Maybe that would be a good call for the end of the race, but we don't. But there were rumours that there were gonna be some rain at the end of the race, so like at the very end. So let's see what this brings. But let's see what's gonna happen in the race.
We're gonna have to see. I believe the safety car should come in this lap because Robert Codfather's should be about join the back of the pack, and we should have the safety car in this lap, hopefully. If not, it will most likely be next lap. Let's have a look here. The safety car is going to come in this lap. It's a bit of a late call from the safety car, but everyone going to back their way up now as go to the pack now. Everyone just going to waiting for the car ahead. Obviously, Sabo will now become the de facto safety car. He has to wait for that safety car to go into the pit lane, though, before he can actually get underway. And he's going to get underway nice and early. And away he goes. And start up the safety car restart here seems to be pretty smooth so far. There's a Renault running a little bit wide there. So there was a Haas as well getting a little bit
down the inside. What a great move. As I think Dazzle brakes really early. What a great move from EY06. Really good move.
We might see some people towards the back here possibly look for a move as well. No one actually going to look for a move into turn one apart from, as you said, EY looking for the move on Dazza, and he does get the move done up into third position. Dazza on 7-lap old mediums. He's going to be struggling towards the back end of this race. Maybe he wanted to come in for another set of mediums. Gonna have to see, but Combat right up behind Dazza now, and Dazza could be the difference here between the front and the back runners, as he's gonna be the one who's gonna be a lot slower than the rest of these guys on these fresh mediums. That's it. Everyone's trying to fight their way through. It's all Combat tapped the back of Dazza, and Dazza now in a situation here is it's gonna go 3 wide down now into there's a collision once again. The two Renaults colliding. And there's a Renault trying to dive it to the inside. Tonio's, and it's spanning. He's been put to a half spin. Once again, Tonio's just going way, way too aggressive. And unfortunate for him, he span round.
Sector 3, there's been a bit of an incident. Oh, that's Tonio's actually spinning.
Tonio's. I just said that there. Tonio's spinning at the back. He tried to send it down the inside into a gap, which really just was not there. As a couple of people trying to go down the inside here. That's Brucey trying to go down the inside of Alex Gunnermack and Hampton. As battles happening here, as it goes Brucey and Hampton now trying to go to a Brucey Hampton come into the pits, interestingly. I don't know why Brucey's into the pit.
Drive-through penalty from the safety car speeding,
Oh,
probably.
I know he hasn't got any penalties. No penalties for him, so...
Oh, maybe he's just probably going for the soft, maybe, or the mediums, maybe.
I don't know, let's see, but Phantom is closing on the back. Yeah, definitely Gavra. The Renault was definitely too aggressive there on the inside. That's twice now Tonios was very aggressive in this race. So I think the stewards are going to have a look at that, possibly picking up a few penalties there. Will Tonios, as RCA is trying to look for a move on Combat. But unfortunately not going to be able to get the move done at the moment. But Sabo in a brilliant position as he's got Phantom behind him. As Sabo trying to make his way through, trying to get away from the pack behind him and Phantom, but he's got to deal with Phantom, who's going to be very close behind him. Phantom now is going to be gaining as Triple O actually going to go down the inside of his teammate Alex Gunnermack. But as we look to the front here, RCA on the back of Combat. Will Phantom look for the move on Sabo the Mister? If you could please stop unplugging and plugging your mic back in, because the noise is very annoying. As Antonio's picking up a 3-second time penalty.
Well, as Salvo's trying to break the toe, so he's really gonna try and defend. He's gonna give him a real challenge. Salvo puts in the fastest laps. Now DRS is enabled, so this is gonna be a 1-on-1 fight as EY is not getting close. It says yellow flag.
Oh, there's someone at the back. It's Tonios again, the Renault, and there's a virtual safety car now.
Oh, and
virtual safety car for Tonios. Has he retired? Yeah, he has retired the car.
Very wretched home race for not home race, sorry again, but a very bad race for him as well, after colliding with his teammate especially. But now there's going to be a bit of a four-way battle as combat. I think he's picking up the pace a bit on those hard tyres, especially because they're on the same lap tyres. But
everyone under the virtual safety car at the moment, so everyone having to run in the Delta. And let's see what's going to happen after this. So just slow the pack down a little bit. Shouldn't have too much an effect on anyone. But
oh yeah, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, you gotta look out for that virtual safety car.
Yeah, so now this is going to be a bit of a close-in on the top. It's going to be a straight battle for the podium and for the race lead. So let's see what can this bring. We might, as Gregster gets a
Gregster picking up a drive-through penalty. It's another Renault's had an issue there.
Yeah, really, really bad. But now, as Sauer got a really good fly, as Combat has actually got past through the DRS. Really good move from him.
It's a good move from Combat. As EY actually almost hitting into the back of him there. But here comes the Ferrari of RC8. Can RC8 move his way back onto the podium spots here after he had that bit of a shocker on the first lap? But Dazza and Triple in a bit of a battle here. Gregster into the pits to serve that drive-through penalty.
So I'm going to update everyone on the penalties. Combat's got 9 seconds of penalties. Phantom's got 3 seconds, so that's going to impact him. As Deadly Jason's got Tunturi Pyrina, I think, 3 seconds. Dazza's got that drive-through penalty. Triple O's got 3 seconds. Robert Codfell's got 5 seconds after that crossing the white line. But there's an big off in the first corners, I think. So I'm gonna see what's happened. But I think it's been a bit off, so I didn't see that. But now 3 seconds for Tonios. I think he's retired. Oh, he's still in the race. Let me just quickly check. He's still in the race, but I think he left the session because it looks like the AI is actually on. So pretty strange there. But now as we go on the race, Phantom's still behind. Whoa, as Combat goes on the grass. But now let's see. Now let's go. Now on board with Phantom. He's now to 1 kilometer straight. Sabo is going to try and break the toe. He's going to try and defend. He's got 8 laps of this. Sorry. 1 second.
Yes, here goes EY looking for the move on. As Combat's actually dropped quite far down. It's going to go 3 wide here. It's RC8 trying to go down the inside of both of these drivers. And Combat's gone very, very wide there on the exit of the hairpin. And he's going to join back in. And yeah, RC8 want to move from him up into 3rd position now. And he's got EYO6 right behind him here up into turn 1.
Yeah, so I would say that action-packed. So a bit forgot. But as Dazza gets a 3-second penalty for the multiple warnings, but still Sabo still fighting for his life, I think, for this race win, first race win of the season, I think. As Dazza, I think, is in the pits for the soft tyres maybe. But now let's see, now is a 4-car battle as RC's actually on the podium, so really good drive from him from last after a collision with Gregster. Now he's up to 3rd, so he's 7 seconds behind his teammate. But now Phantom, he's coming. Now he's still losing some time. Sabo's trying to break the toe.
I have to say, Sabo is doing very, very well up front here. I didn't expect Sabo to hold his lead like this, but he's doing superbly at the moment up front.
Was there's been a bit of yellow flag, but I think that's already been green flagged. But now Phantom's actually wasting as much DRS as possible because he wants to get past him, but Sabo is really focusing on the pace and trying to stay calm as he locks up. I think that's right. So
Sanctify, your microphone keeps on going very, very weird.
Oh,
yeah, keeps on. Yeah, you've just done it again there.
Okay then.
Keeps on making some very weird noises, but yeah, Deadly Jason right up behind Combat now, so these guys are going to be looking for it, but Sabo doing excellently to hold it in the lead here. That hard to medium strategy is doing him very, very well here, as Sabo leading the way as Combat in front of Deadly Jason at the moment. Deadly Jason trying to find a way through as
I think everything's fine now with my microphone. So yeah, I've unplugged it in, but now Phantom is still lying behind the AlphaTauri, so he's really, it's like a bit of a ghastly and signs on the last lap of the Italian Grand Prix in Monza, remember, after Hamilton got a 10-second stop-go penalty, I think, from crossing the pit lane when it was actually closed. So as Phantom is a bit closer than last time, so he's going to try and use the ERS.
Even if Phantom gets past Sabo here, he's still got to get 3 seconds ahead of Sabo the Mister. I don't know how Sabo the Mister is doing this, but he is flying at the moment. Like, I didn't expect this from Sabo, but he is doing brilliantly. Obviously, his teammate not here, unfortunately, picked up a race ban. And, Sabo! That's so unfortunate. He picked up a 3-second time penalty on the final corner, and it is very easy to do it.
As Gregster is now going to try and go down the inside of turn 14, I think, if I'm correct. But now he's going to try and go down the inside, but he pulls out as Robert Colfaro goes really, really deep into there, and as he looks up really hard. And as you can see, Tiger, it's gone overcast. So
is it the rain time?
Maybe rain time at the end of the race. We'll see, but it's a bit of a 3-4 car fight, sorry, for 4th place, as RC is slowly and proudly just extending the gap behind him, as he's going to look for a Ferrari double podium.
It definitely is very overcast, and what redemption this could be for... this is definitely... it's Sabo here. This hard to medium strategy has done this man absolute wonders here. I completely agree with you, Geek Fusion. I think if I qualify on those mediums outside the top 10 tomorrow, I'm definitely going to be going for the hard to medium, because what a strategy it is, as Sabo is currently leading the way over Phantom. I don't know how he's doing this, but what a race from him at the moment. He's trying to hold it in first position at the moment. Unfortunately, he picked up that penalty before he had a little bit of a buffer there. Here goes Combat here. Sexify is going to look to the outside of EY as he turned in a little bit too early there. Didn't realise.
He's probably going to 10-1.
He was going to look for it. Phantom going to go to the inside. Sabo going to have to hold it on the outside. Is Sabo going to hold his position? Yeah, no, he's going to hold it. Sabo, the Mister, will hold it here, but Phantom's going to have a lot better exit out of that corner, as he's going to be right up behind now. As here goes Sabo, he's going to try and defend here, as this is the battle for the lead of the race here for Sabo and Phantom Razquez. Is Sabo holding it as best he can here, and can he hold it through the sweeping S's? And he is going to do so for now. Sabo, the Mister, stays in first place. Both of these guys have 3-second time penalties. RC, if he can sneak his way in here in these final 4 laps, could be in a good position. But as you said, look at the overcast here on this race. We could see a light drizzle at the end of this race. It can affect the drivers. The grip will become a lot worse.
Was Phantom's got a 3-second penalty? Well done,
Phantom
Sabo.
picking up a 3-second penalty. Can Sabo win this miraculously? The man started all the way down in 11th position. No, Sabo, and he's retired. Safety car.
Oh my days! And there's a safety car. Not Sabo's lost it. I think he must have lost it. He went on a bit on curb, going into the 1 kilometer straight on the left. He's got a bit on the curb on that dark green, I think AstroTurf. But he got really, really aggressive with that, I think. And then you think he spun. So I think the rear stepped out. But Phantom has got a lead on this race. So let's see how everyone will go.
Oh my days! Sabo, you were on to win this race, man! So unlucky for Sabo the Mister there. He could have pulled some real good points for the AlphaTauri team.
This is absolutely annoying, and the rain has actually come out. I see on the RC8's cockpit, and see rain is dropping. So now everyone's going to stop probably pitting for the Inters. Probably not this lap, but now. I personally don't think, unless the rain comes down very heavily, I really do not think it's going to be I really don't think there's going to be any Inters towards the end of this race. I don't think it is. The rain isn't heavy enough. These guys should just be able to stay out on these mediums and hards. On the better tyres for the rain anyway. Slightly a bit more grip there for them. But Sabo, how unlucky for him. He was leading this race on what could be just the strategy of like the century. I don't know how he managed to do it, but he has done superbly well from Sabo the Mister. I mean, it's so unlucky, but the Ferraris have somehow managed to get themselves back in a 1-2 position. Is everyone going to line up behind the safety car? And I believe with the safety car should have to come in this lap, and the only reason why is, Trucker Dave, I agree, definitely not going to need Inters at the end of this race. The rain isn't falling enough to warrant any Inters. Safety car looks like it's going to stay out another lap, but it's fine. It definitely will come in next lap because it has to come in before at least to allow at least 1 or 2 laps of green flag racing. So this is going to be very, very, very intense. So only 3 drivers out. Sabo, I really have my feelings from him there. Really, really unfortunate for the driver, which actually is going to go for his first win. A very good strategy from a really, really surprising safety car after Kebab Barrages has retired after an off into Sector 2, I think, as Tiger said. But it's really, really interesting as the rain is starting to increase in droplets. So this is going to be a bit interesting for the grip of the drivers, because most drivers, as Robert has actually, as Triple O has gone to the pits for the soft tyres. So really interesting there. So he's going to have the most grip, so he might make his way through the field.
But definitely the safety car definitely is going to be in this lap. Let's see what happens. As unfortunately Tonios' AI, as Tonios did not retire from the session, which he should have done before he left, his AI is going to get right in the way of everyone now, which is could cause a problem for the people behind the AI car, down from 6th all the way down. As let's everyone just line up behind the safety car. The grip here on these final few laps is going to get.
Someone's hit. I think that was Triple O hitting as combat, and oh my days!
It was the AI. It was the AI of Tonios' car. It looked like it got involved in something, and I think there was a collision under the safety car between a few people. As Deadly Jason has wing damage, and that AI car is getting right in the way of everyone.
As EIO6 gets another 5-second penalty, colliding with Tunturi Payana with gaining 1 place, and the safety car is in this lap. So let's see, straight back. Can RC8 somehow win this race after a wretched start? Actually, after colliding with Grexter, which was really unfortunate for him at the start, from starting 3rd. But let's see what's going to happen at the start of the race, Tiger. Let's see if there's going to be
start of the race. We're at the end of the race. This is the start of the safety. The start of the safety car is what you mean to say. But here we go. The rain is going to make this a little bit interesting. When will RC8 go? And he's going to head off now. As a couple of people getting some 5-second time penalties. As a couple of people are running wide there as well. But here we go. Starting the way now as Deadly Jason has had to come into the pits for that wing damage. How unfortunate for him as he picked it up underneath the safety car. Phantom's gone really wide. Can't RCA win this race? Phantom's on the grass. He's on the grass. Here comes Combat now looking to the inside. And the rain is getting...
Oh, it's a spun. He's hit the wall.
Oh, Combat. Combat spun. He's hit the wall. That's a big shunt from Combat. Yeah, he's had a...
That's going to reduce grip for him.
Yeah, well, he's lost a lot of wing there. Here comes Alex Gunnar-Mack, possibly looking to the inside here of his teammate Triple O.
As Daz has gone to the grass, I'm going into the hairpin where Ricardo overtook Bottas once. But there's been a bit of Triple O and Alex Gunnar-Mack.
Yeah, Triple O and Alex Gunnar-Mack here having a little bit of a battle.
Yeah, but the rain actually intensifying. The grip is really being a problem for all these drivers. Everyone's going really wide, and now they're all got to be really, really patient on the throttle because they might have to pick for inters.
RCA's gone so deep. Everyone's struggling so much. Everyone's struggling on these medium tires. The grip and the tire wear, and there's loads of people drifting. It's turned into Turkey here. Everyone just has no grip at all. Sliding about the place. Here comes Gregster. Someone's lost it at the back. Yeah, it's bruising into the water. It's literally, this has turned into Turkey right here. Here in China. It's everyone just losing all the grip. Here goes EY now looking to the inside of Gregster. He was going to look for the move. It's that Glock running slowly in China. If RCA wins this race, what a win this could be for him. He's had a collision with Gregster off at the start, and everyone now having to fight with these tyres through the final stage of this race. A lap to go here.
Now on the final lap, so I'll see. I'm gonna look at his whole lap. He's gonna go really patient into the first sector. He's gonna try and not tap the throttle that much.
A couple of people coming in on the end of this race for inters, which is interesting because it is final lap. Look at Deadly Jason though. The man is flying at the moment. It definitely is intermediates are needed now, but everyone else is just wanting to get to the race without a pit stop. So they're having to fight their way through these medium tyres under these wet conditions. And look at Deadly Jason. Look at the time he's taking off of the cars in front. This could be an absolute stormer for Deadly Jason. He's almost in the same sector as the front runners. As Robert Codfather's pinned it in the wall behind. The rain has caused absolute drama in this race. Everyone is now on the worst tires. But look at this man here, Deadly Jason. He is absolutely flying. He's catching up to the guys in front. Can Deadly Jason do this? Can he make up like a huge amount of positions? He's absolutely flying on those intermediates at the moment. Here goes Deadly Jason. He's got Tunturi to deal with, and then he's got all of the drivers ahead. Deadly Jason here, he could be on for a really good position. He's going to go down the inside of Tunturi. See you later, Tunturi. You're on the mediums. Deadly Jason on the intermediates. Here he goes. Is he going to be close enough? I don't think he's going to be close enough to get anything. But everyone else in front has penalties. This could be absolutely amazing for Deadly Jason here on this final lap.
As RCA is going to round the final corner, he's going to win this absolutely dramatic Chinese Grand Prix. He comes in.
RCA is going to take the win. Phantom will take second. Gregster actually takes second. Phantom had penalties. EY going to come across in fourth. Triple O going to come across in fourth place though. EY pushed down to fifth, and Deadly Jason is going to move up, and he just misses out on the podium in the end. But what a last lap from him. What a last lap from Deadly Jason. EY has dropped down to seventh. Tunturi in eighth. Daz are going to come round the final corner now. What a last lap for Deadly Jason. Wow. What a last lap. Here comes Dazza now to around the final corner. Runs a little bit wide there on those inters. To the line. Combat now to the line as well.
Yeah, it's been really crazy race, Tiger, especially at the end. But Gregster taking second after a very, very
Deadly Jason. Wow. He went for the intermediates because he had to go for it. It was a gamble because he got the wing damage from the safety car because of Tonios' AI. It bunched up all of the safety car pack.
As Triple O's been in the game, been awarded driver of the day. Congratulations to him. But Dudley Jason, what a drive from him, especially on the last pieces. As now RCA is gonna now take the trophy and all the honours of the Chinese Grand Prix. He's gonna win his second consecutive race of the season. Great race from him. Really good race, RCA. I hope you're listening, but really good race from you. Good pace and very, very, very.
What a race! I agree. I agree. 2Cent in the chat. Definitely the best end to a race I think I've ever seen. And everyone just running slowly. People losing the car into the walls because of the rain. But in the end, it was RCA who wins, and miraculously somehow he had a collision with Gregster on lap 1, who finished in second. Phantom in third. Deadly Jason took fourth in the end. What a performance from him on that last lap. That last lap did it for me there. Triple O in fifth. Alex gonna max 6th. EYO 6 and 7. Tunturian, Dazzler in 9th. Bruzy in 10th. Combat in 11th. Robocop Father in 12th. Tonios in the end left the session in 13. Then it was Sabo, Kebab and Unique J who all retired. And how unfortunate for Sabo the Mister again. What a run he was on. What a run he was on.
And Tiger,
wow.
I want to say something here. Tonios' AI has gone from soft, medium, medium, soft, medium, medium into. So I think it's like a 5 or 6 stop strategy.
That's a big stop strategy there for the Renault driver. But yeah, what a race we've had there. Thank you, John, for joining us. Thank you, Excess5, for joining me on this one while Evan was away.
Yeah, but absolutely
brilliant end to the race there.
Great race, absolutely great race. I love watching the race, especially all these pack action and all that 2 safety cars, which was I think I was expecting, or both of us were expecting at least 1, but 2. After the very, very unfortunate crash of Sabo, but hopefully everyone has a good night and a good evening or good afternoon or wherever you're at in the world. Hopefully you're safe from this outbreak, and hopefully you guys, all the drivers, have a good night, and hopefully you're happy of your race. Thank you.
What an outro. We're gonna stick with that then. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you subscribe over on Twitch with Twitch Prime, please, and subscribe over on the YouTube channel as well. And yeah, we will see you all tomorrow for the Premier Series, and next week the freshmen will be back out again for Zandvoort. So yeah, we'll see you back in the Netherlands next week for the freshmen.